Well, today's the last day. I was planning on making videos every day, or at least once a week to do a little recap, but that didn't happen, so figured I'll do one video at the end just because why not? Maybe it'll be nice. Yeah. First week was exciting and fun and new. It was crazy hot coming out of Waterton Canyon and through the burn areas. The flies were so incessant that every time you stopped, they would just swarm you and would just keep pushing me to go more and more because I didn't want to stop. Eating lunch was kind of miserable. Every time you were just covered in flies. Ended up doing 20 miles on 2 and 3. Day 3 wasn't really planned, but there was a storm coming through and we were out in this open meadow. So that was my first storm experience, hid in the trees for a little bit, which was fun. Yeah, I got to Breckenridge and sort of was just in the early stages of not really enjoying it. You know, I could be in a bed. Why am I covered in flies and sweating and climbing hills? And it was kind of lonely the few days before that. But then I camped with Sam and Colin, and kind of those interactions with other hikers, and especially getting to Breckenridge and staying at the hostel really pushed me to keep going. Left Breckenridge and went up over 10 Mile Ridge, which was the first big pass. Actually, sorry, before that was Georgia Pass, which was the first, and had a few clouds on that, and that scared me a little bit, but I had no energy to get through it if it was going to storm, but thankfully nothing happened. Yeah, now I can't remember exactly what happened after that. Things are a blur now. I'm blanking. Kept going. I was like, all right, I'll get to Buena Vista, and then that'll be about 2 weeks, and then I can quit again. So I kept just wanting to quit. Headed out, made it to Twin Lakes, where I reconnected with Emily, who I met on the second day at the firehouse. So that was kind of a breath of fresh air for me to see someone I knew and kind of reconnect with other hikers. And then we pushed on up to Hope Pass and then camped at Lake Ann, which was absolutely incredible. Kind of felt like Sierra's JMT, just beautiful alpine lake. Took a swim, amazing. And that was kind of the entry to the collegiates. After that, I went to Cottonwood Pass and then down into Buena Vista because I had sent a box. I had hitched down in an RV. I got to sit on a couch, which was pretty sweet. And then sent my box out to Lake City and kind of forced myself to push on. Salida was going to be quick, and then I was like, it's only 6 days to Lake City, I can make it. Right after Cottonwood Pass, absolutely incredible views, just 15 miles, pretty much all above tree line, and really just felt amazing. After that, got down into Salida, another beautiful town. Ended up staying over just because it was a little late and needed to charge and all. That kind of gave me a little more juice too. I think Salida was the last time I really wanted to quit. A day right before Boss Lake, I had a bad sinus headache and just really was over it. Hiked up to Boss Lake and then just had an awful campsite and was pretty miserable, just so over it. And I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna try and quit again. But yeah, I got into Salida, got my town food, and that's when I was like, all right, it's 6 days to Lake City. I can push 6 days, and I'm so glad I did. Yeah, after that, going into Lake City, we did San Luis Pass, and that was just absolutely gorgeous. And the first little bit of storms going over passes. Had a really beautiful experience on that. This is not a good video because, like usual, I'm forgetting so many things, like sunrise at Mount Elbert, which was absolutely incredible, which was before Twin Lakes. Definitely had a moment of like, just fucking do it and go for it. And jumping back ahead, then where are we now? Did a couple passes and storms. And then had one really nice day up in the San Juans area. Yeah, I'm losing track of everything now. Between Lake City and Silverton was gorgeous. Had 2 really stormy days in the San Juans. On the 3rd day, I woke up and it was cloudy and thought it was just going to be another stormy day, but turned out to be absolutely gorgeous. And then and then that right above Elk Creek Canyon, which was just the most spectacular view of the whole trail for me. And we split a PBR that Ash had got from a day hiker, and that was insane. But pretty much since then, I've just been absolutely loving every day, and kind of finally turned the page of like, I'm just here and this is what it is, and it's so peaceful, and now it's over and gotta go plan the next one. So I definitely missed a lot of details in this, but town's waiting. So hopefully I'll sit in the trailhead a little bit, take a nice privy poop, and hopefully Ash will catch up and we'll go to the diner together and celebrate. Yeah, every time I think I'm done or want to quit and I don't, definitely don't regret it. So now I gotta think of the next adventure. But I don't really want this to end. But everything ends. Bye.